With the help of the recent combat beta, Jagex has been able to tweak the FSOA and Animate Dead spell in a way that aligns with what they want and what the players are okay with. Those changes go live today. But before we get into that, one quick announcement: there is some upcoming maintenance planned on all game worlds Tuesday, June 6th. This is going to begin at 10 a.m. BST or 9 o'clock game time and will last approximately 3 hours. And during this time, the website is also affected, so it can't play for 3 hours tomorrow, Tuesday, June 6th. That said, the FSOA and Animate Dead updates are finally here. The exact changes that were made to these two are: the Fractured Staff of Armadyl special attack has been modified. The buff on the player no longer fires an additional auto attack after landing a critical hit, instead triggering a time strike which deals 60 to 120% ability damage. Critical hits caused by time strikes do not trigger further time strikes. And for the Animate Dead spell, it will now no longer reduce damage by more than 60%, which is down from 75%. Damage reduction now uses 25% of your defense level, formerly 33%. Damage reduction now only works against core damage types, melee, ranged, and magic, and will no longer work against typeless damage, poisons, reflections, or any other bespoke damage types. It'll probably work also with necromancy if necromancy damage is something that monsters do in the future, but obviously the skill's not out yet, so we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyways, that's pretty much it for your main changes to these spells and weapon special attack. If you enjoyed the video so far, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet and you'd like to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, then hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Last thing to look at is the patch notes, so let's see what's been changed with today's update. Starting off, movement abilities can now be used in Temple Trekking, Troll Invasion, the Tail of the Muspah First Cave, and Flash Powder Factory areas. Dominion Tower reward chests are not spilling over the assigned areas. The inventory is limited to 30 items and no scroll bar is displayed. Sarah's dialogue now accurately explains the Coconut Shy and Hookah activities during the beach event. Completing Sandy Clue Scroll steps now count for the clue task progress during the Golden Cape Hunt event. Shadow Touch training items are no longer lost on death. There's now an Add All Weeds option when right-clicking on usable compost bins. Filling a statue bag while having your bank open will now fill it with any statues in your inventory and bank. They updated a number of entries in various skill guides. They've added the Spear of Annihilation to the attack skill guide, as well as Masterwork Spear of Annihilation. Each God Wars dungeon one sword and their respective passives to the attack skill guide, as well as the Sun Spear dagger. The Sun Spear melee, range, and magic variants to the attack, range, and magic skill guides respectively. Entries for Reese's swords have been combined into one entry. Bandos' strongholds on the strength skill guide now uses the Bandos icon rather than an oak door. Removed Statius and Vesta's armor from the strength skill guide. Switched void leg objects for the body in the strength skill guide for visual cleanliness. Added fleeting boots to the defense skill guide. Updated the text in various interfaces to improve readability. Fixed a grammatical error related to Protean power-up. The Hellstorm dagger now shows the correct tooltip in the attack and magic guide tabs. Players no longer informed about receiving the Golden Cape shard after claiming the Golden Cape from the Wise Old Man. Players can no longer obtain multiple rings of kinship after leaving the Demonheim's dungeon. And lastly, the Golden Cape Hunt info tab and the buy task now have more detailed descriptions about the event rewards and task requirements. That is it for your patch notes. Links to everything discussed in this video will be down in the description below. If you missed last week's video, it'll be on screen now, so check them out there. If not, I'll see you with the next news coverage whenever that comes out. I'm closing off the video there. See you next time. Aloha.